When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Yo guys and dolls, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, if you're not, welcome back guys. Today we are going to be looking at some pentatonic stuff. A lot of you guys have been asking about kind of moving across the fretboard, so fret 1 to fret 24 rather than up and down, a scale shape, and I can break how to kind of play in those kind of traditional style patterns. So we're going to introduce you today to the trapezoid approach.
What?
Trapezoid approach.
What?
Trapezoid approach.
What?
Trapezoid approach.
What?
Which is going to be a 2-string grouping of all your 5 positions that kind of shows you kind of how patterned this instrument actually is. So without further ado, let's crack into that. We're going to play both major and minor in the key of G. So let's cut to guitar cam and we'll talk about what we're going through and introduce you guys to the shapes. Hope you guys enjoy this, and please hit the bell icon if you do, like and subscribe and all that good jazz. It is the tasty subscription biscuits that keep us alive. Without those biscuits we will wither and die. We will wither and die.
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
Thanks guys, and let's move on. Right guys, so now we're in guitar cam. Let's go over our first 5 positions of pentatonic. Now you can see this a little bit more in depth in this video here, or here, wherever the card's going to come from. I think it's here. So go check that video out first, but just as a brief outline, if you guys don't know, 5 positions of the pentatonic from G minor. I'm taking note of these groups, so we've got a big, then we've got 3 small intervals, 2 big intervals. Next scale along is going to be position 2. Now this is the relative major, so this is going to be a small interval, 2 big intervals, 3 small intervals. Now you'll notice that it didn't go straight down because we don't tune to perfect fourths. What happens? The B string is tuned differently, so we need to kick that B string up a little bit. So that's how it looks like. Then position 3, 3 smalls to start, 2 bigs. Now the second big is going to live on that other that B string, so that's going to kick out. It's going to look like kind of metallic. Then we've got a small again. Next one, 2 bigs, 3 smalls, and then a big. And we go backwards for a big. Next one is going to be 2 smalls, 2 bigs, 2 smalls, and then we're back in the position we started in. Right, beautiful work. Okay, so that is now all 5 positions of the minor pentatonic scale. Right, so you want to get those down first, so again, just review that card that you've just seen up at the top of the channel. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sequence these guys in trapezoids. Okay, so what a trapezoid is basically a non-symmetrical rectangle. There is a Pythagorean, if that's even a word. I don't know, let's make it up. There's a Pythagorean kind of approach to why it is. It's mathematical. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what the hell's going on. But anyway, it's just a bunch of shapes. I just like the word. Trapezoid is a beast of a word.
It's a trap!
So, the first shape is going to be the first 2 strings of that minor pentatonic. It's going to be a big and a small. And that is your shape. That's your trapezoid. The next one is going to be a reverse trapezoid. It's this shape flipped over. So now it's a small and a big. Next one is a square, a couple of smalls. The next one is a rectangle, a couple of bigs. Next one is a small again. is the whole sequence of shapes. Trap, reverse trap, small, or box, rectangle, box. Okay? So now that we've completed the top set of strings, let's move down now into the middle of the group, and so we've now got to go down to strings D and G of the on the 3rd fret and 5th fret. This is a box. The next shape along, if you think, well, there's two boxes, which one is it? It's the one that you would have had above, because that is an octave. So now, it's a trap, and then it's a reverse trap, box, rectangle, box. So now we've completed the middle of the guitar. It's kind of like guitar Tetris. What we've now got is the bottom of the pentatonic scale, which is a rectangle. So we know there has to be a box next to it. Then we know it has to be a trapezoid. Then we know it needs to be a reverse trapezoid. Then we know it needs to be another box. Then we're back in the rectangle we started in. And that is how you build up across the string groups. Now let's see them all combined across the fretboard from G minor. Middle string groups. And finally, the bottom string group. So I can also go across the string group, so I can take octaves. So I can see the whole fretboard using those approaches. Etc, etc. So now we've got not only our across the string group pentatonic scales, we've now got our across the string group pentatonic scales, and all we're basically doing is playing the same scale in fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It just allows you to play the fretboard relatively easily.